EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the New York Giants.
All right, let's go. Fuck it.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. Oh, what a move. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run a toss here with Dillon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. On play action, Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar.
Oh, green.
As their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Oh, good.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running the toss here to Dillon. And he's got some space here. He's at the 50, the 30. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that,
touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10 at about the 32. The former second-round pick. This is Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Packers pick it up. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, 28 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this and go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Burrow flushed out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Mixon. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Burrow will throw. Rolling to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Dillon. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running right, here's Dillon. leads to a 4th down. Well, and that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. 1st down. Here's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And on what will be the final action of this 1st half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the 2nd half. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they go play action now. Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
on second down. Dillon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Okay.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a 14-yard touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Burrow looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Chase. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 40.